If you want a new gaming PC and your budget is between $1,500 all the way up to $2,000, this video is going to be the right one for you because I show you 3 different options that I actually recommend you buying, and I'll explain the specifications and why it's worth it depending on the case. You want to stay tuned until the end of this video, which is going to be short, especially because the number one, it's actually a new deal and I think it's really worth the buy if you're looking for 1440p or even 4K gaming. And if you have a lower budget or even a higher one, we will have plenty of gaming desktops down below in the description that I recommend you buying, and if you want to see a video about it, I have my top 5 best gaming PCs of the month that you can go ahead and watch in the top right of the screen. Without more to say, let's start with the list. At number 3 we have one that I actually recommend in a lot of videos, and this is because the price to performance from this PC. We're talking about this Skytech Blaze gaming desktop from Newegg. You can get this one as well on Amazon, but it's going to cost $1,650. So here on Newegg you end up saving $150 and you get the same exact PC. You get the i7-11700F for the CPU, which is a great CPU for both multitasking and gaming. Then you get the RTX 3060 Ti version. It's really important that it's the Ti version, which is going to be better at 1440p. Then you get 1TB of NVMe SSD, 16GB of RAM of DDR4 at 3200MHz, and a 240mm all-in-one liquid cooler for the CPU. So temps overall and the airflow is going to be great for this PC. But the main thing here is that you get the 3060 Ti and the i7-11700F. Of course, we would like to see the 12th gen of Intel, but you're spending $1,500 and you're getting great performance for 1080p and 1440p. I would actually recommend you buying either a 1080p 240Hz monitor or a 1440p 144Hz one to take full advantage of this PC. And if you don't have that type of monitor, at least think about buying it down the line, because if not, you're actually wasting performance. Of course, it's going to be more than enough for basically any title at 1080p or even 1440p 60 FPS on average. Of course, it depends on the title and the settings. You can go ahead and leave a question down below about how this PC is going to run in your favorite game, and I will reply as fast as possible. With the next one we have the Omen 45L from HP. Now this one is $1,900 and it's the most expensive one on the list. The next one is going to be cheaper and it's going to be better, and I'll explain why, but this one is actually the best one if you want to game but also do some heavy video editing, because you get the i7-12700K, which is going to be really important. Now most of the people will get away with the i5-2600K, which is what I recommend you buying as of right now. But if you're really into some heavy video editing, 3D rendering, and a lot of tasks that are high CPU demanding, I think the 45L is going to be the best one for you on the list. Then you get the RTX 3060, but of course you have to click on customize and buy and change it to the 3060 Ti. It will be around $50 extra, but believe me, this is worth it unless you're going to have a 1080p monitor. Then you can get away with the 3060, but if you're going for the 1440p monitor or you want better performance, the 3060 Ti is going to be crucial, and you will be under $2,000 still. Then you get 16GB of RAM at 3800MHz, which is actually faster than any of the gaming PCs of this list. Now it's not going to make a huge difference while gaming, but it's still going to be faster. Like I said before, if you want something that's really good at multitasking and some heavy video editing, the 45L is going to be the right one for you. But if you're just going to do gaming and you can also do some heavy video editing, but not as much as the i7-12700K, we have this Skytech Chronos gaming desktop from Amazon. This one is $150 cheaper and you get the i5-12600K. Like I said before, I think this one is going to be more than enough for basically everyone. I edit my videos with the i5-9400F and it actually works pretty well at 1080p. So you can expect the i5-12600K to do some heavy video editing even at 4K. Of course, if you're a professional, you want to go with the i7-12700K from the last one, the Omen 45L. But if you're into gaming and also some heavy video editing and also multitasking, I think the Skytech Chronos is actually way better than the 45L because it's cheaper, and then you get the RTX 3070, which is slightly better than the 3060 Ti. So for gaming, you're going to get a better performance at a cheaper price. You also get a 240 all-in-one liquid cooler, 16GB of RAM. So the temps and the airflow for this PC are actually going to be great as well. Every single PC that I mentioned is really good with the airflow and temperature, so you don't have to worry about any of that. But if you want something that's great for gaming and it's actually cheaper than the 45L, you get this Skytech Chronos. And before finishing with this video, I want to recap on every single PC and why it's worth it depending on your budget. Now, if you have a low $1,800, there's no other choice. Go with the Skytech Blaze 3.0. It's great for gaming, it's great for multitasking, then you get a 3060 Ti, the i7-11700F. You don't actually need more unless you're going to do some heavy stuff. Now, if you have $2,000 exactly, it really depends on what you want. Do you want something that's better for gaming and it's also a system integrator? Or do you want something that's actually better for multitasking, video editing, and it's actually good for gaming as well, but it's not as good and it's actually more expensive? If your answer is mainly gaming, then go for the Skytech Chronos. You even end up saving some money. But if your answer is multitasking and heavy tasks, then go for the Omen 45L, but it's going to be more expensive. I hope I explained it this well. If you found it helpful, leave a like and subscribe, but most importantly, hit the bell button so you get notified when I upload this type of content, which I do from 3 to 5 times a week. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.